Today we're going to be working on this beautiful 2003 Ford F-150. First of all, I want to say thank you for hitting that play button because you're getting to see me do my thing. Now, let me know if you think this is overkill in the comments. Today we're going to be working under the hood of my truck. Something nobody will really see, just me and my mechanic, because it's a 4.2 liter V6. There's no way I'm popping the hood to show anything cool. So let me know if I'm wasting my time here or I am in the right. Now, if you clicked the video for a 2003 Ford, you might be thinking that's not the right front. You'd be correct. It is still a 2003 Ford truck, motor, powertrain, everything. Just the front bumper, hood, and the fenders. They came off of a 2006 Expedition. You can pick Expeditions in any year pretty much, and it will work. Putting the plastic or something down is a great way to catch all the pins. Now I'm going to focus on all this bad area. There's a dead bug in there. This hood's made out of aluminum, and aluminum doesn't particularly rust in the sense, but it does corrode and it oxidizes, start to turn white, and has a buildup, and it'll start just to push the paint. So you can see where I'm here just taking the scraper, trying to knock off as much of the big stuff as possible before moving to the next stage. I like to do something like this with a semi-rough material, so I'm just using a paint scraper for spackling. So just get in there, knock off as much of the paint that you can, because it's going to have to come off anyway. Definitely put the tarp down because it saves you from cleaning up the mess of your motor. I like to try and clean my motor as clean as possible. Now, the reason this hood is so oxidized is, first of all, there was a bug protector on the front of it, and it was a Florida truck. Now, both the 2003 and the front end, the 2006, were both Florida trucks, actually. I flew down twice and drove them back up. One was actually my grandfather's and one was my grandmother's. So I thought the best way to do anything is put them together. The erosion on this side of the hood was actually a little bit worse than the other. So as you can see, I'm scraping the blue paint off, but you can see it's leaving like a whitish behind. Now that's not paint, that's not primer, that's the aluminum starting to deteriorate. So after I knock off as much as possibly with that scraper, I like to use a disc sander and just try to knock everything down just as best as you can in the time that you have. There's going to be some places where you can't get with the machines, so don't be lazy. Take the sandpaper off, get a sanding block, whatever it may be, and do a little bit by hand. Don't skip these steps because they're most important. You can see some of the aluminum is basically bare metal at this point. It's shiny, it's reflective, it's not that whitish color anymore. So the best thing to do after this is put on some self-etching primer after wiping it down. Now the self-etching primer is going to help adhere to the metal. I did a very light coat. I'm going to wind up doing probably 2 coats and then adding a coat of filler primer after. I just didn't have all the time in this video because for now just the self-etching primer will be plenty to keep any erosion from happening with this aluminum in the future for now. In no means am I a professional, and I always recommend taping things off and just taking the extra time to keep stuff clean. But as you can see in this paint, I really didn't care too much about the overspray. It's just a base coat. I'm going to wind up sanding it off. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, make sure you go out and check out some of my other shenanigans because I do some pretty dumb stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.